Hi guys, this is Wudi. Today I'm doing a live commentary on Gman versus Eracko, I believe it is. Eracko sounds Japanese to me. So today we have actually featuring two Greek civilizations, both Gman, also Eracko. They're level 40 and they're both Greeks. Wow, it's just amazing how this game only being released such a short time, even including pre-release. There's so many level 40 players out there. I have personally never heard anything on Eracko. He is actually the player I'm following. He's a red Egyptian. I haven't heard anything on him so far. He supposedly played AoE 3 for a couple years. He was telling me about how high his rating was, but which I had no idea what those rating meant, because I personally never played AoE 3. But just by the judge of his city, the way that he's starting, he is actually doing pretty fine. I mean, you know, he's building a storage house onto the wood. He has 5 villagers on the berry bushes, and he has a priestess of Ra. Now Gman, I want to tell you guys a little bit about him. Gman, the reason I included Gman on this video is because he is such a wonderful supporter of us. He pretty practically looking at every single one of our videos, and he really wants to play. You know, I told him once he gets to level 40, I'd record him. So this will be the video that I'm recording him, and it will be featured on our channel. I don't think these two players are top-notch players, but since they're level 40, they should be. Since they're level 40, they should be some of the top. They should be top players in AoE at the moment, because as we all know, level and gear has a little bit to do with how good you will play in a PvP. 2 minutes into the game, and Eracko is actually building Temple of Ra, so he's aging up. And he's actually laying down that storage house right next to the gold. Surprisingly, Eracko is actually not building a storage house next to the berry bushes. See, that's something I would like to do. But the priestess of Ra is actually praying to the town center, so that actually increased the production speed. Whoa! So Eracko right now spots out Gman. So we see what Gman is doing. Eracko goes to Bronze Age, but Gman is in Bronze Age as well, because we do see that Temple of Ra. And I do have to say, Gman seems to be improved a lot since last time I see him play. He has a storage house next to a very comfortable tree line, and this is what Eracko is sure to do, because this tree line is so thin. This is not a good sign. 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the game, Eracko goes for the staple. So 3 minutes, that's pretty good. That's definitely not bad. And whoa, do you see those epic gear on his villagers? That's the tree splinter. That hammer is twice as good as mine. So Eracko sees what exactly Gman has. Gman is building a staple as well, so which staple will come up first? And they're about even, so I would say from the look of it, Gman's staple will come up first. Eracko do a little harassment there, and his scout has a very nice mummy bandage. That's for healing. So that scout doesn't matter if it takes damage, because it'll all recover it along the way. Let's take a look at Eracko's base. Eracko's popping out camo. So 3 minutes 50 seconds into the game, there comes the first camo. Very nice gears. Extra 40%, almost 35% damage, extra 35% health. Has a 61% health, extra health on the armor, and also do an extra 14% against ranged units. So it's a very sweet looking, strong camo rider here. So he actually has 2, and Gman has 2 camo as well. I suppose this is the camo opening. I see a lot of players do this. I mean, some do it faster than others, but this seems to be what I call the camo opening, and I believe I'll get Empire Baron to do a coverage on how to build this build. So the camo actually goes for the priestess of Ra, and that was actually boosting up the speed of the gather rate of the storage house. 1 camo for 1 storage. For 1 priestess of Ra, I think that's definitely worth it. That's a very good trade. Very good snipe by Eracko. I mean, there's clever play. Goes in there, just not committing himself to anything, instead just taking that priestess raw and slow down those the wood gathered resource rate for Gman there. Eracko has a barrack set up, and he actually built some spearmen, which is the direct counter against camel riders. So that camel is gonna definitely go down for Eracko. Oh, poor camel, just falls down to the floor. But here's the spearman. The spearman is not doing a whole lot of deal onto the camel riders. It's for some reason the camel riders are just so overpowered compared to spearmen. Maybe they need to buff up spearmen a little bit against cavalries. But another camel. Oh, that was very close, as Eracko's camel rider barely survived, and that poor fella falls down the floor and fades away into the sand. And 5 minutes, Eracko is building 2 farms. Yeah, he's building farms. I think he's just gonna say, I'm gonna play it safe, I'm gonna build some farms. But Eracko's scout is bumped into 6 camel rider from Gman. He goes down. Poor scout fella. Your master was not paying attention to you. My apologies. Look at that horse, the way it's laying. It's kind of funny. So 4 camels from Eracko, and he's kind of, I think he's gonna pull up some sort of raid. Oh, that camel is almost dead. Look at that, 122 HP. But he's hesitant. He decided not to go in, and there's 5 camels actually, and 3 camels from Gman chases the 5 camels from Eracko. Eracko's like, I ain't engaged this for some reason, so he backs up, and maybe it's because he want to regroup with his spearmen. Let's take a look at spearman. Spearman actually has a 50% extra damage and also 30% extra health, just for the spear alone, and it gets another extra 20% against cavalry. Have some extra bonus damage, and has an extra 60% of health. So this is the best part about premium players. I mean, how are you gonna match up against, you know, equipment, epic gear that has an extra 60% of health? That's just way too much. I think that's just way too OP. But let's take a look at Eracko's base here. Eracko has 1 staple and also 2 barracks. I believe he's gonna go pretty much spearman for now, because oh whoa, no, I was wrong. 4 barracks, so, and he's popping up spearmen as we speak. The thing is, guys, although camel are stronger, I can say, than spearmen, but spearmen are so much more cheaper than camels. But Eracko, Gman comes in, and he's doing some damage onto the gold mine, and he definitely have an outnumbered camel riders. I mean, that's a lot of camel riders that he has there. And they're just taking out Eracko's spearmen. But the spearmen, actually, yes, spearmen. There's definitely a spearmen are definitely very strong against camels, although they only have 373 health. And as more and more spearmen popping out those 4 barracks, that is OP. 4 barracks is just OP at 8 minutes into the game, and they are able to take out those camel riders. 2 more camel riders coming, and they're just searching for death pretty much. A group of spearmen jumps on them, drags them down to the horse, and chop them to death, or poke them to death. Yes, poke them to death, definitely. So 3 more camels. They're, oh man, what are you doing? And also, whoa, those chariot archer are beautiful looking. Look at that. I mean, I'm gonna get away from the camels, because those camels are just gonna die. Spearmen just outnumbered them. Look at that chariot archer. Look at that red fur on the top of his head. That's just beautiful. And look at those epic gear on those chariot archer. Extra 50% damage and extra about 4% of critical hit. That's a very strong chariot archer. Whoa, such a short time into the game. Eracko is level 40. He has some crazy epic gear. This guy is dedicated. I like that. So he's building a storage house next to a gold mine. I believe his gold mine is about to run dry. You guys notice how gold hungry Egyptians is? Look at how many villagers he's using on the gold mine. That's a lot of villagers on the gold mine. He's building a storage house next to stone. That could pretty much mean one thing. He is going to build some castles. But here comes Cherry Archer. Whoa, 3 Cherry Archer takes 1 hit to take down 1 villager. He calculated that very exact, it seems. Although those 3 Cherry Archer are very, very strong, I like how what he did there. He pretty much separated that 1 Cherry Archer that was dragging down with this 2 other Cherry Archer, so that he will only lose 1 Cherry Archer. I mean, that's a very, very good micro there by Eracko. I could definitely tell that he definitely have the solid foundation of microing just by that. That was very good. But there's another 4 Cherry Archer. I mean, those horses are so beautiful. It's much better looking than Sari's, and Sari used to be my favorite unit. I guess I just changed my mind. But I do not believe Cherry Archer are strong against Camel Riders, because Camel Riders are very effective against cavalry, and it just for Cherry Archer just says fast mounted archer. But here comes Gman's big group of units. Cherry Archer runs away because they're scared. I will be too if I see 20-something units charging at me. Gman is doing a very good job at massing up his units. And poor Cherry Archers, they're gonna go down. But the good thing is Eracko saving as many as he can by split microing his Cherry Archers. And this is what I like about Age of Empire Online, guys. No other RTS at the moment have this feature, and that means that is snaring. Snaring slows down units like fast-moving units like the Camel Riders, the Cherry Archers, so they cannot just come in and do a raid without consequences. So that's very, very important. You know, that's the fun part about it. But what I like Eracko's army, although Gman definitely have a larger army right now, but just because those Cherry Archers are just so pretty. Ooh, so hot. Alright, sure, so here comes the engagement. Camel Riders in the front for Gman, also Spearmen in the front for Eracko. Eracko definitely doesn't have that many Spearmen, however, the Cherry Archers are doing so much damage from the back, and they're just kind of evening out the fight. And Slingers are just, and also Gman has Slingers. Slingers are not very powerful, but they're so cheap to produce. It looked like Eracko is gonna come out ahead, but Gman comes out in with another group of Camel Riders, and I mean, it looked like Eracko is gonna lose this battle, but I love how it's going back and forth. But Eracko builds a fortress, and that fortress finished in the last minute. And Eracko is going to be able to hold that one off. Good play by both players so far, and I appreciate both of them so much because I know their skill level. Well, I know Gman's skill level, and this is by far the best match I've ever watched Gman play. I mean, this guy, he just improved so much over time, and man, oh man, I mean. I used to think I could beat him, but looking at this, not sure anymore. And I like the way Eracko plays. Eracko is so solid. He builds a straight up advance. He builds another fortress along the way. And this is what I call the fortress push. Let's see. So Gman sees this fortress pretty much. He's like, I'm not gonna let you build it. And he sends out his Camel Rider. He sends out his Slingers. It looks like Slingers are so weak against Cherry Archers. They're just kind of like throwing their rocks, and Cherry Archers like, yeah, whatever. Oh wow, Eracko has elephants already. Look at that elephant. Extra, just for the damage, extra 30%. 10% snare. You know what I mean? Gear-wise though, Gman is definitely out-geared. I mean, under-geared, and Eracko is definitely out-geared Gman. But let's look at, yeah, Camel Riders wise, I mean, Gman definitely have some pretty good Camel Riders. But I think that huge offense he went on, it was a pretty bad mistake. I think that's actually what's costing him the game at the moment. Any second now, I believe Gman is going to surrender. Yes, Gman surrenders. I mean, let's take a look at Gman's base. He has two barrack, and also 4 staples. Very good setup. A lot of houses. He has an armory, so he was definitely researching armor and weapon and so forth. So that's very good. For 14 minutes into the game, he did a very good job. So that was a very good match by two very good players inside the game. I just want to say thank you everybody for watching this. I really appreciate all your support for subscribing to us and taking a look at the channel. If there's a PvP you want us to do, or there's someone that you want us to do a coverage of, let us know. Leave a comment in our channel. I apologize, in our channel. And this is Wudi. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.